Hello and welcome back to the bridge of the USS as always. See, I got it that time. I got it. Anyway, welcome for joining me in today's video. We're going to be talking today mainly about free ships, mainly one ship in particular, that is the Amalgam. The ship in question, which I will show you quickly here, is going to be blah, 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 this ship right there. As you can see, I've got 24 shards already for the ship, and we are on our way to getting 100 to unlock this ship for the first time for completely free. And I'm going to show you how to do it completely free if you're unaware. Obviously, if you are aware, then this video might not be as useful for you, but it gives you an insight of how to do things in the future if something like this arises again. So yeah, this ship is... I don't really know much about this ship. I don't know many players that do have this ship, unfortunately. If I'm honest, I haven't really asked on my server, and I don't really ask on YouTube either. But the stats itself is it takes 0.01% of the defeated enemy's cargo. This ability ignores your cargo maximum. So basically all that means is it takes that percentage off the enemy, and even if you have a full cargo, it seems to, the ability would seem to just add it onto your cargo regardless to whether you were maxed or not. So obviously this ship is predominantly going to be used as a base raiding ship. Its cargo capacity is pretty decent as obviously this is a level 1 tier 1 ship. Its cargo capacity is pretty decent at 577,000. Obviously making it, you know, half decent, and will obviously rise with better officers, better, you know, stats, and obviously the actual upgrade in the ship itself. That'll be something that obviously increase with it. And I imagine this probably, again, I'm not 100% on the figures, but I imagine this will go probably anywhere to probably close to 2 million, I would imagine, with all the upgrades and maybe the extra officers and stuff like that on board the ship. Protected cargo is pretty decent from the get-go as well, which means you'll be able to save a decent amount. However, that's not what this ship's all about. This ship is predominantly obviously about hitting other bases, I would say, and trying to get as much cargo from the enemy base as possible. As you can hit the base, get a max cargo, and then obviously this ability would trigger as well, allowing you to then obviously get even more, technically even more than your maximum. So that's what this ship's for, and that's what this ship is all about. In terms of its looks, it looks very weird. It's kind of a rustic, mashed together sort of Klingon / Romulan vessel that sort of found all the loose parts from anything they could get their hands on, and they've just mashed it all together. It's kind of a weird ship. Its cargo capacity is, I presume, in this ring here and in these containers in the middle. This is all of its cargo area, and then obviously you got the bridge at the front and the engine section. It's kind of rustic, it's kind of weird, but overall it's not too bad of a looking ship. Well, it's an ugly looking ship, but for what its purpose is, it kind of makes perfect sense, because it is kind of like a scavenger type vessel, and this fits that bill perfectly. So let's move on to how to get the ship for free. So if you head over to your event, you'll have noticed today's event, well, yesterday's event going into today, you would have had the Cosmic Cleanup event. This is an event that comes every single Saturday, and I advise every single person to do this event every single Saturday, as it gives you these tokens, the Epic Galaxy token, and this is what you get from it. You get 100 per week, basically. I believe it's 100. Yeah, it is 100 per week, and it allows you to then go to the event store and spend them 100 if you ignore the first lot. It allows you to spend it on pretty much whatever you want here. Depending on certain circumstances, I have spoke about 3 different ships before, and they are the Discovery, the Franklin, and the Vidar. And if I'm honest, they're the 3 ships that you should be going for before you get the Amalgam, because them 3 ships are completely relevant to do your dailies or to do your weekly event stuff. So if you are going to go for free, or whatever ships you're going to go for first using these tokens, I advise you go for the Vidar, Franklin, and the Discovery, probably in that order as well, as getting them upgraded. Vidar being an incredibly powerful ship, Franklin being a very good daily ship, for your dailies, that is your daily missions, and then the discovery, so you can get that summoning ability, which is completely mental and absolutely great as well. But if you go past all of them, you've got the sarcophagus, you've got all the free ships. What do you spend the tokens on? These two stores, I would bother spending them on unless you have absolutely everything. I wouldn't bother getting this, and like I say, unless you have every ship already here. And same with this one, I wouldn't bother getting this one whatsoever either. But when you do have them unlocked, this one's probably better to go for because you have a chance to get rare armadas. So that's something that you can look forward to. But getting into the crack of it, so you got the amalgam. As you can see, I've already pulled mine today, but you get 8 shards per pull for every week. Which obviously, if you add that up, you need 100 shards altogether, which means you need 13 weeks worth of pull to be able to get obviously the right amount to unlock the ship. With 4 obviously shards left over, 4 shards more than you actually need, but you need 13 weeks to unlock this ship, which is obviously accumulated to about just over 3 months. Taking that, obviously, well, it's about 3 months worth because of the extra days. It's pretty much 3 months worth of grinding to get this ship completely free. But if you're obviously into that, then that's perfectly an adequate amount of time to be able to grind to get a ship for free. And I'm certainly into that, so I've started to collect these once a week, and as you can see, I'm up to 24 shards. But this is the best way and the easiest way, unless they change anything in the future. Fingers crossed they do not. But this is the easiest way to get this ship for free, as well as all the other ships within this field. Obviously, it will take time if you want it for free. As I've just stated, this will take 3 months to get, and all the other ships will take 10 weeks to get. As you can see, the Vidar takes 10 weeks. You get 8 and you only need 80, I believe, on this one, and then you need about 100 on this one as well. So they will all take 10 weeks as well, so 2.5 months equivalent roughly. And then the sarcophagus will take a lot longer, as you only get 4 shards and you need 80 overall, so that'll take 20 weeks overall to be able to get the sarcophagus, which is quite a lot longer. So I would ignore that one though. I would go Vidar, Franklin, Discovery, then the amalgam, then go to the sarcophagus if you really want the sarcophagus. However, I don't know that many people that use it, if I'm honest. Even in territories, they just stick to their own ships and their normal, day-to-day ships, as it seems to be a lot easier to run. And then after that, I would then probably, as a sort of thing, I would probably then go for the tactical advanced supplies. But as I said, this video is mainly about the amalgam. So this is how to get it, what to do with it, is base raiding them predominantly, and that is going to be today's video. So hopefully this video has been useful to you. Check out all the other latest videos previously. Check out the video that I posted for the Vidar, Franklin, and the Discovery. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Fly safe. Bye-bye for now.